Our team is here to prove that China's rise is beneficial to U.S. interests because it is peaceful. The country's, according to Charles Kenny, Senior Fellow at the Center for Global Development, 2011, the country's rise, he points out, has been intimately connected with globalization, including the expansion of trade under the World Trade Organization umbrella, as well as growing cross-border flows of finance and technology. In short, China will be a different kind of global power because the nature of global power has changed dramatically over the past 2 centuries. According to Charles Glaser, professor and director of Institute for Security and Conflict Studies, 2011. In fact, however, a more nuanced version of realism provides grounds for optimism. China's rise may not be nearly as competitive and dangerous as the standard realist argument suggests, because the structural forces driving major powers into conflict will be relatively weak. He also said that the possibility of variation in the intensity of the security dilemma has dramatic implications for structural realist theory, making its predictions less constantly bleak than optimistic. In sum, China's rise can be peaceful, but its outcome is far from guaranteed. Contrary to the standard realist argument, the basic pressures generated by the international system will not force the United States and China into conflict. Quoting Thomas Christensen, professor of world politics at Princeton, 2011. Despite the image of a more powerful China seeking to drive events under the rubric of new grand strategy, Beijing, with a few important exceptions, has been reacting, however, aggressively to unwelcome and unforeseen events that have often been initiated by others. Ziquin Zhu, Director of East Asian Studies at Bucknell University, 2011, also said that China is a founding member of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and has worked with Russia and several Central Asian nations to cooperate on economic, trade, and security issues in the region. It has been a strong advocate of peaceful conflict resolution and opposes the use of force in international affairs. It has played a leadership role in convening the 6-party talks in an attempt to resolve North Korea nuclear issue peacefully. So, my opponent said that other Asian countries will try to contain China's power, so it cannot be peaceful, but it is peaceful. So, according to this Zhu, Director of East Asian Studies. Barry Posen, Professor of Poli-Science and Director of Security Studies at MIT, 2013, says that in pursuit of
Time. Crossfire. David, first question.
Okay. China's rise is a threat to U.S. dominance in Asia. U.S. hegemony has created calm and peace in the region for many years. This is a quote by Neil Schreiber, a professor of UC Chicago. And because UC Chicago is more awesome than MIT, that quote is correct. And so this is what the America wants, and China is not giving what the America wants. And this creates conflict. So how do you respond to that?
Can you rephrase that question?
The U.S. is wanting predominance in Asia, but then China's rise is threatening that.
Dominance. So, you said that I'm answering a question. You said something about the hegemony in the Asia has been creating peace, but hegemony is bad, according to Barry Person, because it has spent hundreds of billions of dollars per year on its military. So, according to Charles Kenny, a senior fellow at Center for Global Development, the country's rise has been connected with globalization, what helps the flow of finance and technology. So you said that China's rise cannot be peaceful because it will take over some of the, it will
Time.
It is in